Good morning, students. This is your teacher Neelam Helawat, and today we'll continue with the topic which is called digestive glands. I hope you're enjoying. All right. So keep your books and notebooks ready. So we'll start with the topic that is your digestive glands. And students, this topic is very, very important because you'll find number of questions from this part in your board exams. Okay. Let's start with this topic. Now, basically, there are 5 digestive glands which are associated with your digestive system, right? They are the very important part of the digestive system. The very first is the salivary glands. These are salivary glands. You can see their location, right? Then second is pancreas, liver, gastric glands, and intestinal glands. So basically, the 5 glands which are very, very important for you. Okay. And see, this is liver, this is you can say the intestinal glands, and the digestive glands, the pancreas. So I've put a picture for you so that you can really identify them. Now we'll take each gland separately, individually. Okay, let's start. See, salivary glands basically, they produce saliva. Salivary glands का काम है कि वो आपके लिए saliva produce करते हैं. And these glands are basically found in the buccal cavity or the oral cavity. And there are 3 glands. One is called the parotid gland, sublingual gland, and submaxillary gland. Okay. So these 3 glands, they are highly important, and they are found in the buccal cavity. You can easily observe them. The location is very clear. In the diagram, you can see they all 3 have been highlighted here. So, and the most important function is that they produce saliva. Now let's see what are the functions of saliva. Saliva, basically approximately 1.5 liters of saliva is produced every day. And it's slightly alkaline in nature. It contains water and the salt components like sodium, potassium, chloride, and HCO3 minus ions. It contains 2 basic enzymes. One is ptyalin and second is lysosome. So 2 बेसिक एंजाइम सलाइवा के अंदर मौजूद हैं जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. टाइलिन इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड सलाइवरी अमाइलेज. टाइलिन इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड salivary amylase. Okay, it is also called as salivary amylase. You must have studied in class 10th. Okay, this digests the starch into maltose. Maltose is your sugar. So it acts upon the carbohydrates and convert them into sugar. Secondly is lysosome. Lysosome जो है ये खाने के साथ अगर आपके bacteria or any other viruses or any other components entered, so it basically kill those components, or you can say microorganisms. So lysosome kills the various microorganisms, while salivary amylase, it converts starch into maltose. Next is your gastric glands. The gastric glands, they are present in the stomach. Okay. They are present in the stomach. You see there are various folds we have shown it. In these folds there are various types of cells that help in producing the gastric juices. Okay, so we'll discuss, you can see the location of different types of cells. We'll discuss each cell and what is its function. So gastric glands, they are present in the walls of the stomach. There are 3 basic kinds of cells. One is mucous cells, second is chief cells, third is the oxantic cells. You can remember at least one name. And you see their location. Mucous cells are here, parietal cells are here, and chief cells are here. Okay. Now coming to their function, the mucous cells, they produce mucus. Okay. Mucus is very important because mucus जो है, once the mucus is formed, it forms a lining on the inner surface of the stomach, so that HCl has no effect on the walls of the stomach. Second cells, which are called oxatic cells, they will produce HCl. Now HCl has a main function. It will bring the pH close to 2 to 3. So this pH is very, very important. So this is the job of the HCl, that it will maintain an acidic environment in the stomach. That is, the approximate pH is 2 to 3. Then is the chief cells. That is, chief cells will produce in very important enzymes, renin and pepsin. Now this pepsin will act upon the proteins, Renin will act upon the proteins present in the milk. Okay, right? And lipase will act upon the fats. So pepsin will act upon proteins, renin will act upon the milk proteins, and lipase will act upon the fats. Okay. Now coming to HCl. So HCl will inactivate the salivary amylase. देखिए जब हम खाना मुंह में हमारे था तो salivary amylase वहाँ पर काम कर रहे थे. They were converting the starch into sugar. So HCl will inactivate that salivary amylase. It will kill the microorganisms and again will maintain the pH, and it will activate the pepsin. So most important, it will activate the pepsin. Pepsin will act upon proteins and convert them into amino acids. Next component is the liver. Now liver is the largest gland in the human body. It is basically 1.5 kg. It has two lobes. That is why we call it as bilobed, and it secretes bile. Bile is a very, very important, and it brings about the emulsification of fats. Bile brings about the emulsification of fat. Bile brings about the emulsification of fat. Okay, clear? Let's see how liver is arranged, how the lobes are arranged. See, each lobe is separated into tiny hepatic lobules. Like you can see in the diagram, the hepatic lobules are very, very clear. And lobule is formed of various cells, and these cells are called hepatic cells. अब liver के अंदर दो लोब हैं, ठीक है? हर एक लोब के अंदर बहुत सारे cells हैं, and these cells are called hepatic cells. And each hepatic lobule is surrounded by connective tissue which is called Glissen's capsule. So जो lobe है, that is surrounded by Glissen's capsule. Okay, that is surrounded by Glissen's capsule. You can see it is from all sides. It is surrounded by the Glissen's capsule, right? Gallbladder. Gallbladder वो organ है जो bile को store करता है. Liver bile produce करता है, and it will be stored into the gallbladder, and when it is required, then only it will be released. तो जो bile storage की capacity है वो करीब है 40 to 60 ml of, मतलब this much of bile is produced and stored in the gallbladder. Next comes the pancreatic juice. Now pancreatic juice is made by the pancreas. See the location. This portion of the small intestine is called duodenum. ये duodenum है, जो small portion है. You can easily see it is labeled here also. So pancreas जो है वो pancreatic juice बनाता है. The juice is alkaline in nature and it contains a lot of enzymes. Trypsinogen is there, chymotrypsin is there, procarboxypeptidase is there, amylopsin there, that is again amylase. Then strypsin is there, nuclease is there. So these are the various enzymes which are produced in the pancreatic juice, and it is alkaline in nature. Now intestinal glands. Now the glands which are produced in the intestine, they are called as intestinal glands, and they will produce a juice which is called succus entericus, or we can simply call it as called as intestinal juice. हम इसे simply जो है intestinal juice भी कह सकते हैं. Succus entericus. Okay, succus entericus. The juice of intestinal, you can say intestinal juice is also called as succus entericus. So two types of, you can say glands or cells are present here, which are called the crypts of Labakan and glands of Brunner, which are responsible for the production of the intestinal juice or the succus entericus. Right, students? Now this intestinal juice or the succus entericus, it is basically alkaline nature and it contains a lot of enzymes also, because it is the intestine where digestion will be completed and the absorption process will start. So let's discuss the enzymes. It has proteases, amylases. Amylases will act upon the will act upon carbohydrates, convert them into sugar. Lipase will act upon the fats and convert them into fatty acids, right? Proteases will act upon proteins and convert them into amino acids, and there is enterokinase also. So various enzymes, they are present in the intestine, and they will complete the digestion process here. Once the digestion process is completed, so all carbohydrates, they will be present in the form of sugar only. They will be present in the form of sugar. All carbohydrates, now they have been converted into sugar. Proteins have been converted into amino acids, and fats have been converted into fatty acids and glycerol. So thus digestion will be completed in the small intestine, and the absorption of the food will start. Okay, dear students. So now coming to your homework for today. Right? Your homework. What will be your homework for today? So your homework is, first of all, you will make notes of this topic. Okay? You will make notes of the topic. And the second homework is, you will read the page numbers 260 to 261. You will read, you will underline the important points, and if there is any query, you will respond back to me. Right, students? Okay? I have sent the PDF of the chapter also, so that you can easily read if book is not available to you. So kindly read and send back your, you can say, your homework to me. I am waiting for your homework, students. Okay? Okay, everyone.